Are you a first-time home buyer? Well, I have some tips for you. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eric Martin, Keller Williams Realty. Click on that subscribe button down below. And now I am going to tell you some tips that you can use when you're buying your first home. Now, obviously, if you're a first-time home buyer, you've probably been renting for quite some time or living with some family or friends before you ventured off to buy your first home. Now, my honest opinion is before you even discuss anything with a realtor, before you even get a pre-approval, all right, is to figure out where you want to move, whether it be the same town, a neighboring town, or even a town out of state for whatever reason, all right? Find the neighborhood that you feel like you would want to live in, and then go and visit that neighborhood or town and see if it is what you thought it was going to be. In other words, the size of the homes, the size of the lots, the layout of the road system. Are they, treacherous? Are they safe if you have kids to play around and on? Things like that, because that will save you time when you are ready to take that step and look with a realtor. Because if a realtor sends you something and says, oh, we have this house in this area, you already know that's not where you want to be, or that is where you want to be. Second thing that you can do is, if you do have school children, call the school district and find out what school your child will go to, if it means anything to you or makes a big difference to you, where you move to. In other words, we do have some towns in our area that do share school districts and schools with other towns, meaning that if your child lives on this side of town, they're going to go to that town. If they live on this side of town, they're going to go to this town. And those two towns could have a totally different infrastructure on school. Their ratings could be totally different. So you want to kind of keep that in mind too before you even buy the house or even look at a house. If that school is a big project for you, which it is for most parents, just check with the school board and make sure and see that your kids are going to the school that you feel or think that they're going to be going to as they progress. Another thing that you can do is, when you are doing these neighborhood searches, you can go on your local MLS, Zillow, realtor.com, or any of those sites and get an idea of what the price ranges for those homes in that neighborhood are. Are they right in line with what you felt you would pay or could pay or want to pay, or are they too much money? The other thing you can do, or not enough money, maybe you wanted something a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. The other thing you can do is check out the property taxes, because the property taxes will impact what you possibly can spend later on. So rule of thumb is, you take the property taxes, divide that by 12, and then you're going to get a monthly estimate that will get tacked on to your mortgage payment. So that's one more thing to keep in mind, that if your taxes are, say, $12,000, that's an extra $1,000 a month that's going to get tacked on to your mortgage payment, which could impact where you decide to live and where you decide to move. So just with those 2 or 3 steps, you can then progress on to getting a realtor and finding your next home. And I hope that you have a lot of fun doing it, because I really enjoy helping out first-time home buyers a lot. It's a lot of fun when everything works out correctly, and 99% of the time they do. And I hope to see you guys back here again next week for my next video.